Hi, friends. It's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome to my messy desk. I'm going to do a little something new. No, not really. Just the timing of it. I need to do a clean off the desk. So I thought I would bring you along. It is the middle of January, but I never officially I did not do one at all from December to January because I wasn't even functioning, quite honestly. And so I have just transitioned. The first thing is trash. I've just transitioned into moving into this January journal and adding stuff basically to the desk, if that makes sense. Excuse me while I'm down here trying to empty out the little trash can. You know that your trash is full when it won't come out. Like you've crammed it so full that it won't come out. So, I need to film some. Need to film. Excuse me. I'm not 100% well. You can take that for however you want. And so I'm still kind of wrestling with this. And it's morning time. So what time is it? It's 7:50 in the morning, friends. And I'm up and at my desk and I'm so excited. Yeah. So for those of you who know, I like to sleep. And especially on my days off, I will not set an alarm like if I don't have to. And so I just like to have my body do what it does naturally or whatever. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's not always naturally because like my husband went to work this morning. And so then now I'm up and I couldn't quite go back to sleep. I tried for a little bit, but so anyway, but I also feel like want to take advantage of this time because my husband's at work and I like to, I don't feel guilty. I know I always say that, but I don't know. There's lots of house things that need to be done and Christmas still has to be put away. He graciously has done like the tree and all of the outside and I've taken down all the inside and I have it all on my dining room table, but it all still needs to be put away. That those are all like adulting things that have to be done today and I would just rather do that while he's home, like haul boxes in and out and like all that kind of stuff. And while I have some quietness and quiet time down here, not that he cares at all, but it's just me. So I'm down here this morning and I need to decide when I'm going to the gym today because that that's a non-negotiable anymore. So that's a very nice mindset to be back in. Okay, so how I clean off my desk. Well, if you've been here before, you kind of know I just kind of do this. I scooch it all into the middle. Now, in theory, this I don't understand because like what the actual heck, Allison? What the actual heck? Now, I'm a little close. I would love it if this mat underneath here, this white thing here, it's just some Dollar Tree, whatever paper, contact paper, I think, but that should be a workable space. But I inevitably like crouch in. Okay, so it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, which is my messy desk. Okay, so right here you can see like my watercolor crayons I have. There's my journal for this month. And then right next to it, I have like I've put like my colored pencils for the month because those are the items of the month for my journal item of the month challenge. And so part of the reason I don't use them, and here's the other one, which is crayons. Part of the reason I don't use them is because they're not within reach, if that makes sense. They are like on the corner of my desk, like over there. I like kind of have to stand up to grab them type thing. And so that's part of the challenge is that's part of the reason for the challenge is figuring out why I don't use the supplies I don't use, right? And is there an easier way of access or like whatever. I'm a very visual person and I'm a very part of it's conscious, but part of it's just lazy, I'm sure, but like I don't want to get up from my desk when I'm creating. I don't want to like have to walk across the room, which is literally like 4 feet. I'm not in a mansion over here, but I don't want to have to get up. It disrupts kind of my thought. I just don't. So I like to have things on my desk and open. So my pencils are definitely over there. I just don't know if I want to consciously move them closer or not. And if so, like I should probably clean, something different here. I don't know. So that's part of like what I try to do during the item of the month challenge is figure out how could I make this, more accessible to me, or do I like using this? What would make it easier? Okay. So anyway, but for right now, they're like right here. And then I bought a new thing of crayons and I put it in this amazing little holder that Sweet Elizabeth made me, which is normally up here and holds my tapes and stuff. So like that's normally like right within reach, but yeah, all of that to say it's going to go over here. But the rest of this shenanigans, yeah. Now, I know a lot of these are quotes. I got out a lot of quotes. I want to not redo, but like update my planner. So all of these quotes I got out to motivate myself. I don't know the right word. Some of my quotes have adult words in them, and that's just me talking to me, friends. You do you, and that's just me. Okay, so but just if you see something here, and then like this quote is not my quote, but it's my artwork in the back, if you will. It's my journaling in the back, and I just made a screenshot of it or whatever. So okay, so all of these can just go in this pile, and then they go in this little folder of screenshots and memes and stuff like that. So, but I pulled some to use, and that's how it's going. So this desk is not terribly bad. I know it looks terribly bad, but it's not terribly bad because I can see it's already in some piles. Okay. I didn't use this sticker this week, so the next possible time to use it would be this week, so we can see if... But see, I've already pulled some memes and then put it... put them on some days. So like this one I put on today. I know today's going to be a hard day for me to go to the gym because it means I have to leave the house. Now, first of all, let me explain a little bit. I live in the Pacific Northwest. Yesterday I didn't leave the house at all. I gave myself a rest day. I wasn't going to, but I did, and it felt amazing. And I did not leave the house, which is one of my favorite things to do or not do, however you want to frame that. But Saturday when I went to the gym, it was stunning. It was blue outside. It was gorgeous. It was like amazing day. This morning it is gray. It's like gray outside, completely foggy. I can maybe see like 20 feet off my deck and then nothing. So it's not like a welcoming, like come out into the sunshine and play and whatever. So anyway, all of that to say, I have to go to the gym. So I think this is an appropriate one for today because I don't want to leave the house today. I don't have to leave. I get to leave. I understand this 100%. I actually pay a lot to leave my house. I have to pay a toll. We live on a place where there's a toll bridge, and I pay a lot to go to my gym. I'm not going to lie about that. Like, and so I want to choose to use it better. Okay. So I have a lot of printables out here. I'm going to put these all back. Some of these have Mod Podge or nail polish over them, and some of them, in fact, see this one I got out because, okay, here's what I don't have. Let's get it organized. Okay, here's what I don't have. This is a lot of stuff going on. I have more stuff. Okay, I have more stuff. This is all the stuff on the side of my desk. Let's get it organized because that's why my brain is not working. So, okay. Let's just be clear that part of the chaos around me still involves like a candy corn. This is for Carrie. I need to stick it on something. Which is why it's stuck to the side of my desk. Do you see how quickly that happens? Ooh, what's this? Paper. There you go, Carrie. Coming your way. All right. I don't think I need my bucket fillers anymore, so we'll throw those out. I don't know what this is. I mean, I do know what it is. I don't know where this goes. How about that? This is an onion bag and it's red. So this is interesting, right? And I know like the organizers all tell you, and one of the questions they ask, and I forgot exactly which one it is, but like if you were looking for this, where would you look? And the answer for me is different than for you. And the typical thing is like in your kitchen, if you needed a certain knife or certain pair of scissors or tape, like where would you look for it that makes sense to you, right? Your house would be different than mine. So I have a hard time with stuff like this. I don't know what this is. And I have another one of these that one of you sent me, but it's bright orange, and that goes in the orange box. I mean, duh. This one's not orange. It does not go in the orange box. And therefore, I don't know where this goes. So maybe you could help me out. Where would you put this? Do you have a bag? I have a bag of junk journal supplies. So, and by bag, I mean bag, like big bag. So I put it in there for now. If you can think of a better place to put it, please advise me. Okay. These are sweet printables from Melissa. Here's a little journal that I love, but am not using, or planner rather. And I don't know if I'm going to incorporate it or not. So this kind of goes with my planner pile. I'm going to move it over there. This we did not use. Okay. Okay. So this is what I forgot what I'm doing already. Okay. I'm going to empty this out because the system I came up with 2 months ago at this point is I have a little capsule that I've used for a long time, and I don't use it like other people, but I made this. I have this container here, which oh, I see why. I have this container here, which is my capsule, but it's now by months. And so I have a couple themed things or categorized things here in the front, like pickleball and whatever. But after that is, I don't know why those are there. I'm just going to put them in the front. After that should be, in theory, oh, those are, okay. After that should be months. Okay, so here we go. So I have not completed, I did complete July. Okay, so I have to go through here. So these were some things still in my July bucket that I didn't use, right? All of this. So if I'm not going to use this, that's exciting, you guys. It can go in my big bucket for July, for next year, for this year. Egats, okay? But anyway, this is past months. So you see July, here's August. I have some September in here, fall. My November and December are done. I actually think I'm pretty close to being caught up in journaling. But anyway, all of that to say, these are kind of like past months in here. And then what I did was I made kind of a current bucket that's like got all sorts of bits and bobs in it. But so this will be January. So see, stuff I want for this month is going to go in here. Look at these cool. This I should use this month. So now we have a place to put this month's stuff. Rain. Okay, so that's fun. I will share this with you. I'm a little sad because I bought this at the Dollar Tree, which it came obviously like this in a plastic thing, and it was like 12-month calendar, and it shows you how cute is this. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'll use it for the month and then cut it up and do whatever. Super cute. And I didn't obviously like really look at it. I mean, it's like this in the bag, and it's cute, right? The sad part is this is January and this is February. So I'm not going to get both. Now I might be able to like see how February is higher than January. So I might be able to like save the words, but I kind of envision this as even like my cover page of my journal, or, you know, February. I think I'd like this whole piece. So I may not use January. I know it's kind of a bummer because it's kind of cute for the dollar or whatever. I mean, and I just thought like I would have it on my desk, even at work, right? You know, kind of like that, and then take it home at the end of the month and cut it up and whatever. So just so you know, if you saw it at Dollar Tree, you might want to buy two. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to use them for, but it's like not going in there now. But isn't that adorable? Actually, January's a little dark for me. I'm not going to lie. Like literally a little dark. I have a little bit of a hard time seeing this. You know what I mean? So we might we might not use January and only use February. But I don't know where this goes now because it doesn't go down here unless I'm just going to cut these up, which I might do because I might not need it as a calendar. So we'll put it in here for now. I'm not a super big fan of this thing right now. So all of that to say, let's get back to, I got these. Come on. I just dropped you. You can't be that sticky. Oh, you are that sticky. Oh, you're killing me right now. I literally, oh, you're making me mad now. Because this little guy does not want you on your face. Okay, I'm going to have to work on this a little bit. Shoot. I got these out because I want to maybe use them. These can go in the printable. Okay, so I have my January capsule. I'm just going to put it over here. Here's a Band-Aid. Let's make a pile. Okay, let's start making some pile. Oh, this is why I had to clean off my desk, friends. This is why. See the pen? Okay, here's the story. Let's see if... Oh, good, it didn't clog. This pen, first of all, am an amazing healer, okay? Because I'm going to be very dramatic and tell you a story. And you're going to be like, Allison, your finger's not even cut. It was cut badly yesterday by this stupid pen. So, see, dang it. I think it's a little clogged because I didn't. Okay. So anyway, I went to pull this pin out yesterday and you can see, I mean, it's hooked. I don't know if it came that way. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I bought some new pins. I don't know if they're going to fit this bottle because I have this amazing, glue topper jewel charm from Brooke that I broke. And so I've been trying to fix it, but it's not fixing on this pen. All of that to say, I hooked this thing into my finger and it would not stop bleeding. You know how fingers like bleed, but hence the Band-Aid. There's also a Band-Aid in my journal because, yeah. Okay, this coffee thing I'm tossing. Let's go. This is the best find. This is why you clean off your desk. That's the goal. That's the reward. Okay, let's make a pile of these. This I think came off my November journal and I don't know. Okay, because we still have a pile of November. So let's figure out. I'll put it there for now. This is from November. These are Nuvo drops. This is with like glue on the back or something. I don't know. This is one of the ways we were using Nuvo drops. We put them on plastic and then we peel these off and you can glue these on. They're like those little gem dots you buy that are stickers, but you can make your own. Yes, I hear myself. Yes, I'm going to make a pile for November just to see if I need it. Okay. And this I think is November here. Okay. This I'm putting in my little quote pile. These are journal cards and scraps. Wow, I can't even find a space today. Okay, let's just put these. I was going to separate them a little bit into like workout or mental health or whatever. I'm over that for the moment. I'm going to pop them all in here. See how I have some of them separated? This little folder may not actually be big enough, but it's going to work for now. I'm just going to keep putting them in there. So that gives me that place. Here is my competition workouts for April. So where did these go? In my planner for right now for April. This is a sticker that I want to stick somewhere. Oh, here's my dental appointment for May. Yeah, planner. Perfect, Allison. Here is my my intention card. We'll put that in my planner for now. I haven't pulled a new one in weeks. I haven't even fully set up my new planner. This is a little fun thing of fringe. I'm wondering, oh, okay, I need a December pile. Although my journal's done, but we can go in and add a few things. Here's an A, that scrap A we made, and that little bit of fringe. So we'll do that. Here are my first 3 things. Well, they're not completely empty. I need to dig this glue out, but these are my first 3 things of the new year that are empty supplies. And I am going to keep track again this year. So they're sitting on my desk. These are not done, but they will be like today or tomorrow or whatever. Last time, 2 years ago, when I kept my used supplies, I just had like a plastic bag under my desk, and I would like to do something different. Now, I saw someone else doing it. I'm not saying it was my idea. I mean, to begin with, I'm just saying I saw someone else do it last year. And, okay, let me take a sip of something. I was going to do coffee. I'm not going to do coffee. I'm going to do my, my water with my beet powder in it. And, I'm actually not a fan. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually not a fan. And why am I not a fan? Because it has no sugar, no nothing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's beet powder and mushroom, and it makes me sad that it doesn't taste better, but the stuff that tastes better has sweeteners, and I might be putting some sweetener in it or something. I don't know. I might juice up an orange, or I don't know. Anyway, all of that to say, okay, I'm just going to put that in this little quote thing for right now. Container for used items. I had to backtrack. Give me a second. So I saw someone doing it for last year, and it was really cute. Like, she had a really fun little box that she bought at the thrift store. I hear myself. I know. I'm like, oh, we could go to the thrift store and buy a fun box. No, we're not doing that. But I do wonder if I would like to put it in more than just a plastic trash bag. But maybe not. Maybe we don't need anything else. I mean, I have this on here, and I was going to like pull the paper, but I don't think I need to. I had it just on these temporary tabs, which we can save and reuse. So let's do that. I don't know. I guess I'll just put this in my quotes. I don't know why. Oops, those already fell off. I guess I'll just, yeah, put it in there. And then this is just a little notepad, so that can go in my notepads over here. All right. So I got out some journal cards, obviously. And here's a little motivational quote. See, I just print these up, and then I either put them in my planner, on my mirror, in my wallet, or something. It says your entire life can change with 6 months of consistency. Perfection is not the goal. Consistency is. Don't try to be perfect. Try to be better than you were yesterday. Consistency beats perfection. I'm actually going to put it into my planner because that's the sort of thing I just need to kind of look at every day. Here's a little thing that says notes. We're going to let that go. Here's a little sticker thing. Let's do this. Let's cut this off because I ripped it. And then this is usable, right? And it just goes into this little trash journal, just like that. All right. So, and then let's see. I'll put it over with my planner. I don't think I'm going to use it this week, but okay, here's a little, you know what this is? It's a scrap. Okay, I'm going to put it with December because December's prompt was scraps. So in case there's a little piece or something. Here's a quote. There is no other activity you do every day that has more power to change your biology than what you eat. So this is what I just need, this like tight around my neck or like as a bracelet. I just need it. So like every time I reach for something crappy, it would just like remind me, right? I don't know where to put this. I'm going to put it in this little quote for right now because I don't have an answer, but that's kind of like the intention. Like I would say put it on the fridge, but the fridge is not the problem. The fridge has healthy food in it. It's reaching for other crap that when I don't reach for the fridge. Does that make sense? Excuse me. My coffee this morning, however, is amazing. So there's that. Take time to coast. We'll put that with journal cards. Here's some paint things. Those were with journal cards. I think I'm done with December. Like, I think I had these out for December, and I think I'm done. So they're going in. Yep. Snarky quote. What a perfect way to spend the day. Oh, now see, this I pulled for Christmas and spending it with family, and I might have over calculated my expectations, if that's fair. Um, I might, okay, I'm going to put it with December just in case I need another little thing, but I just looked at December and I think it's done. Um, of course you want this on a page where you go do something magical or go for that magical hike or spend time and do the thing and have the picture on the beach, or but I also feel like I could use it for yesterday when I sat down here and did nothing for most of the day and got caught up on journaling and watched football with my husband. Like, I don't know. I'm going to put it with December for now. Yeah, this is a journal card. I was thinking this might be my word of the year, but it is not. So it's going back in journal cards. This I have cut up. I'm just going to use it as a journal card. No way. My friend posted this thing this morning on this roller derby. She lives in another state, and it's like an advertisement for a roller derby club, you know? And then like she posted a picture of it and she's like, "What do you think my name should be?" Right? And so everyone's like putting names or whatever. And so I messaged her. I was like, "Girl, wait, are you serious? Are you actually going to do this?" And she just messaged me and she's like, "I am so blank excited. I am definitely doing this. And I've wanted to for years." And I'm like, "That's amazing. She's going to do a roller derby. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait." We might have to fly out and see her do that. Um, okay, I don't know what to do with these. Where do you put this? I feel like this kind of thing goes in my bit box. Okay. Now, full disclosure, my bit box is a little hard to find right now. Okay, here is a blank notebook paper, just background journal spot, so we know right where that goes. I'm going to leave the scissors out because I just kind of keep grabbing them. This is a journal spot. I'm going to put it in January. I am full of clear. I was going to say, yeah, this is intention. I was going to say, I'm clear on some very, no, I'm full of clear intentions right now. And so I want to keep kind of posting that daily in my thing. And then some little quotes, and that's from Rachel Hollis. And if you've been here for years, you know, maybe my story with that, I'm not too sure. Okay, January 2026. This is a little Dollar Tree thing I know many of us have bought. I'll just put it in my January capsule because we need to be using those. There's like 4 a month. I'm not too sure what we're supposed to use 4 a month for, but whatever. I'm going to put this in this quote. So this in particularly could go into printables, or it could go into like my memes and stuff. And I actually think I'm going to put it with printables. I got this little girl out to have it yesterday, but I didn't have coffee last night. I actually really drink coffee at night, but I might make a cup of decaf or something. I'm not too sure. So see, this is kind of, says, "Don't be afraid to be great." This is an old journal card from Christy Tomlinson and Scarlet Lime, or Planner Society rather. Sorry. I think she's going back to Scarlet Lime with some of her recent issues and whatnot. But so see, I guess. So what's the difference between these two? Nothing, right? So then maybe these are like motivational quotes. Maybe they go in my quote thing. So I'm changing my mind. That's how quickly that happens. Here is a Disney. I will put it with Christmas. I know that page is done. And I went through all of my pictures. I even asked for another picture. And I know we took a picture of my sweet niece, but my sweet grandniece. I feel like that could go on this morning. Yeah, I feel like some of these are just going to go into my January bucket because I want to use it. Okay, this I saved obviously for Christmas. And I don't know what to say on this. Like, it just wasn't. I don't know what to say. Can we all just admit that maybe it's not always the most amazing time of the year? Now my cup is leaking, and I don't know if you can see, it is bright red. What is happening? What is happening? Let's readjust the top. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And it stains, so I don't know why you're dripping. Even my cup's not happy with you right now. All right, let's try that. Thank you for the craziness of sitting through this with me. I don't know. Journal card. I'm going to make it a little other pile right next to it because it's a little different sizes, and I try to kind of organize them by side. Okay, printable. Oh, most wonderful time of the year. I don't know. Here's a little January, so we'll put that in the January bucket. I don't think I need it at Christmas. I'm going to put it with, it's not a Christmas thing to me. It was not the most wonderful time of year. Let's see. I feel like this could be summertime for me. That's interesting. I don't know where to put this. I mean, I could just put it with journal cards. Maybe I'll just do that. I won't remember it's there is the issue. Here's some little January fun goals. Here's some planner stickers that I obviously cut the middle one out, so we'll put those with planner stickers down here. Here's some little vinyl bikes. Now, I did say thank you. I didn't. I believe these are from Cynthia. Cynthia sent me a very sweet Christmas card. I know a couple other people did as well, and I'm super grateful, so thank you for that. I put all the bikes away. I was going to choose these, even though they're not like workout bikes, but the competition I'm doing in April, part of it is a bike, in the gym, not a real bike, but like it is my worst. That's a harsh statement. I don't do a lot of things well at the gym, but the bike is incredibly hard for me. I have been healing my knee for years, and then I had another knee injury on my other knee, and then I tore my rotator cuff in my shoulder, and so the arm thing, and it doesn't matter. I don't like the bike. How about that? But I got to do it. I'm going to do it, friends. And so I normally choose a different bike that doesn't have an arm. And that bike is not the bike they use in competition. So I have to train on the bike that, yeah. Anyway. Okay, here's a dictionary. I got this out. Why? It's in my book pile normally. I think I was going to do a little crafting over Christmas with this, and I didn't do it. Oh, but see, look right there. We're going to pull that page for that word. Okay, and then we'll put the dictionary down here with my books. My bookshelf is a little full. I have not gotten to reorganize my room like I was hoping to do kind of like a couple months ago. Yeah, maybe November, I think. Okay, we need to make a November pile. I'm going to just move my pencils for right now because I don't need them right there. We'll make a little November pile just, again, in case. I feel like, let's do this. We're going to cut this one for Christmas. We're going to put this gray one in the January bucket, okay? Here's some bows. I'm just going to make another sweep through that journal and make sure every page, is dotted and whatever. I's are dotted, T's are crossed, whatever the saying is. Here's that little square I cut out of that envelope. Why? Why, Allison? I was going to use it for something. What? Do we know why? We don't. Great. Well, that's fun. I'm going to use this piece in my journal, and I'm going to let... Maybe. We'll see. Here's a little card. I put a thing on it. It says, expand your horizons by reading a new book. We'll put that one in this one. I'm almost done with my first, December, my first book of the year. I finished, is that even accurate? Is it in this month? Yeah, I finished a book right at the beginning of the year, right? And then I started a brand new book. But the one I finished, I obviously had started last year. And I don't know how I want to keep track of those this year. I'm going to make another pile of these vinyl stickers with those. They go down here. Okay, stop it. Part of what I'm working on, so there's the little bikes again. Part of what I'm working on is, I don't know the word, so maybe you could help me with the word. Following through. What do I mean by that? Because these are hard habits for me to break. These are my micro habits, probably not micro, that I'm really trying to be aware of. So what do I mean by that? I mean, finishing what the task is. So like this, I just put the bikes, these go in my little box down here like this, and I have like 4 or 5 of them, and I had just placed the bikes on top thinking I would do it later. But then there was more stickers. And so what do I mean by that is like, finish now, like put it all the way away. So where else does this happen? Well, it happens a lot with our stairway, okay? Because and I'm okay if I have a system, like I'm not going to go up and down the stairs 22 times, but like if you have a basket at your stairs and we put stuff in there to go like downstairs, when I take it downstairs, I want to put it where it goes, right? Like take it to the bathroom, take it to the garage, take it to the craft room. Like when there's something upstairs and you're going to, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? I want to, when I was going to put that in my trash journal, but it kind of got wonky. When I was going to use that for yesterday, we'll put it in here as goals. Excuse me. When I bag up the trash, it's very easy to bag it and put it on our porch, telling myself like the next time I go outside to the car that I'll take it down the driveway, down to the trash type thing. But I want to not do that anymore. I want to bag it, take it out, put it in the trash. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. So, I guess I'll put these in these little quotes. So that was a good example of that. Like, finish what you start. I don't know. Can you come up with a word? What does that mean? Follow through. I don't know. This is a printable. This is a painted journal spot. I feel like they're very similar, obviously. I don't want to use either one this month because I need to be making journal spots out of my crayons and pencils. I printed this quote. I had it saved in my camera roll like 3 times, and I've printed it like 3 or 4 times. It obviously is something I want. Let's put it in my January box. Okay, this I'm going to put with December. This I'm going to put with December. Again, we're going to do one final sweep through that journal. This I'll put with December. January box. This I'll put in January box. And this was inside my old planner. And it's too big for this planner, I think. It might fit in there. I'll put it with that and see what I want to do. Yeah. Okay. So for right now, let's make a pile of these because I know it's not effective, like I said, to go up and down the stairs 22 times. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like don't be lazy and finish what you start. I don't know. So this was a good quote. It says, do not move into a new month without letting go of something significant from the month before. An old idea, a label, a habit, a fear, a concern of ego. Let go in order to free up the space for something new and extraordinary to enter. I'm going to put that in my January box. These cute little women go in my January box because those are from Melissa and I love them so much. I will be using them. It's Scorpio season. I really like this a lot. Let me figure out where that goes. All right. These were, well, this is obviously a Christmas scrap. And then when you can't control what's happening around you, control what's happening inside of you. I feel like this, I feel like this goes on Thursday. Did it fall out of my journal? Because I feel like, I think this fell out of my journal. So I'm going to put it in there because I think that quote is going to be like super applicable. I think that's a BitBox. These were two cards that I brought down just as like kind of inspiration. Again, December, the challenge item was scraps. And I just felt like we could make either one of these out of scraps, like especially this cake. I thought that was really cool. This would be fun, like scraps on a border, you know? And I felt like these candles were adorable and we could definitely make candles out of scraps. So I just thought, I don't know. How do you guys keep inspiration? Like I would call this inspiration. I used to have an idea binder. Like, I mean, I don't know. I used to have an idea binder. Maybe we make another idea binder. I just thought this was a really cute, I mean, it's nothing new. We can color block pieces of paper to make a cake. I understand that, but like I forget, you know what I mean? Or even again, just cutting out little scraps like this to make candles all over a card. I don't know. Let me know. Should I start an inspiration binder? What would it look like? I mean, I guess we would just make a book. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. This is making me sad right now. So let's put this in a October pile. And okay, here's a little journal spot I made out of crayons. So we'll put that into this box. Here's a little tarot card or fortune card. I don't know. I'm going to put it in this month's box knowing it's not going to get used this month. It'll be February. I'm going to use it for February. Okay. Or I could use it when printable, obviously. I'm going to be making Valentine's the rest of the month, so maybe we'll do that. Okay. Here are my cards. I guess I'll put them with my planner. That's where they go. They don't go here. My box is upstairs when I pull a new one or whatever. Okay. Okay. This and this. Okay. These are going to go down into another pile. This is going to go into my memory journal. Which I can't put my hands on right now. So let me just make a pile. This is printable, but definitely January. These are hearts. Now I got them out. I'm going to just put them in January. Again, I'm making Valentine's the next 2 weeks every day. So I'm going to save this. This was the inside of a card, right? The inside of an envelope that I took out. And I'm going to save this. I don't think we're going to get snow this year. Which is kind of sad. I don't know. Last year we got snow on up until February 13th. I know for sure we had snow. It might have been the 14th. I think it was the 13th. So I'll put it in the box. We're going to have to work on that drink. I'm going to have to work. It's a new drink I got. I'm going to just put these in my box for this month. Again, it's a little early, I understand, to start kind of Valentine's Day stuff, but it's not for me. So I'm going to just put them in here knowing I'm probably going to cut things out or do stuff or whatever. Okay. All right. Here's sweet words from Elle. Those will go into Christmas. And if not, in fact, I don't, I'm going to put them in my Christmas envelope right now. Here's little cups. I guess I'll put them in this month. Here is a piece of old planner from years and years and years ago. May. Oh, that tape's still sticky. That's cute. Wow. That's impressive. Okay. I will put this in like journal backgrounds. It could go into my scrap drawer, but I'm just going to pop it into backgrounds. This, let's just put it with our October. Oh, see, this is crazy sticky. That's so bizarre. I'm going to put it in my October pile for right now, just as I double check those journals. This is fun. Look at this little cluster thing I started to make. Clusters, I guess, right? I mean, it could go with journal cards, but I feel like it's kind of a journal card. I'm going to leave it with journal card. Okay, here's another little sticker. And here's a little brown, I'll put it with November again, just until we check. And then if not, it'll go into my November folder. Here's a pretty piece of painted paper. I guess we'll use it this month. Let's try at least. I feel like I had it out for November. I'll put it in November's pile. I think those journals are done, but we'll double check. The first step to getting somewhere is to decide that you're not going to stay where you are. Well, facts this month. Thought for the day, as I draw nearer to God, my burdens become lighter. And you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Facts. Trash. I know. Look at this. Okay, not trash. January. Okay, we'll use it. Here's a little vinyl sticker. Trash. Here is my registration. I just don't think, I don't know if I want to do that or not. I don't know. We'll see. And then here's the book I bought. That's not even true. Here's the book I got at the little free library, but I was going to do something with it, but I'm not. So that'll go upstairs. All right. Here's some random stickers. What else do we have? I have a new punch. I'll show you this when I do my page today. I asked my husband for it. I love him so much. Okay, here is a little cartoon thing. I'm going to put that in my planner. And I guess this just goes with stickers. Just Trader Joe's stickers can go in the sticker drawer. All right, let's see. June. I guess we'll put it in our June pile, which is, across the room. Okay, trash. These are printables from Lynn. I cut them out and used a few of them. This is what started my BitBox, okay? Like when you cut apart your printables and you have these little tiny pieces, I'm never going to find them in my big drawer or in a giant folder. So this is what started my BitBox. These are hard to find. I guess I'll put these in my BitBox. We should probably go through the BitBox again soon. It is overfloweth with love. And so, I don't know. I'll put it in this month. All right. And then here is more words. Now this I still consider a printable, so we'll put that there. Some fun tape. But again, I need to just use this because where am I going to put this little piece of washi tape paper? I don't even know. Oh, look at that orange. Benjamin Moore, number 084, orange box. And a little tiny journal card. We're just going to pop that onto this month. See, I cut apart something and scraps. Let me just do that. And then this one can go into the orange box. Let me unplug one ear so I can reach it. Okay. And then we'll get out another sticker box for my vinyl stickers. Now, these are not... Oh my gosh, my daughter's texting me. You guys, she is cracking me up. She she has decided that this is the year that she's gonna start drinking wine, like liking wine, right? And oysters. she does not care for either, which I've told her is fine. I mean, we love oysters. We don't really drink wine. I do like a really good glass of wine, but I'm not like I rarely drink. But anyway, see, this is perfect. I'm putting that in this month. So she has decided. She's like, every 7 years, your body changes. It completely changes its skin and your taste and blah 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 blah. And she, she was 21 this year, and so she's like, I feel like this is the year, and so. I was like, well, be patient with yourself, and not everyone acquires a taste for wine, and not everyone likes oysters, and but she likes she likes the look, right? When people are holding the glass of wine, it's obviously different than a beer, whatever. And so I was talking to her last night, and she's like, okay, I'm going to work on liking wine. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know if you have to, I do think that's fair though, honestly, like there's lots of wine, just like there's lots of beer, there's lots of anything, right? And I do think there's huge differences in wine. So, you know, my son, who has always been my foodie, has a very good palate for very expensive food. I mean, you could put two things in front of him and he'll taste them and he'll be like, this one's better, blah, 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 blah. And it's, of course, the $100 steak, not the $50. I mean, literally, I'm not exaggerating. And so same thing with wine. He has a very good palate for a very beautiful, robust, bouquet of wine, whatever the things are, right? So I'm going to put these with my fall. We will definitely use those. And so anyway, so she wants to start drinking wine. So I'm like, okay, whatever, And so I was like, well, I think and I guess it's also fair to say she works at a very nice restaurant. And look how cute that is. You're never too big or too old for a hug. Where does this go? I guess I'll put it in this month's box. I really like this. I feel like this might be on Thursday. I have a rough day coming up on Thursday. I've already prepared mentally and emotionally for it, and it's a huge deal. It's a huge meeting at work, and it's just going to be a shit show. So whatever. So anyway, she tells me last night, she really wants to start drinking wine and whatever. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And she's like, I'm going to wait on oysters. Like, I don't think I need to do too much at once. I'm like, okay, that's fair. Again, neither is cheap. Like, oysters aren't cheap. You don't have to eat oysters. Nobody has to eat oysters. You know what I mean? So I'm just putting these. A lot of this was fall and November specifically. And November's item of the month was clusters. And we did lots of fun things like this. And this was a hoot. This is actually a paper clip. But, I mean, I love that a lot. So I'm going to put it in November if we don't use it. See, and here's like these beautiful leaves okay. So all of this I think is just going to stay. This was my little November bucket, I think. So hence why it's in this little bucket. Yeah, we're going to put November actually back in here because that's what was making sense to my brain. And until we're done, look at the little mushrooms. Anyway, so she wants to drink wine and I was like, okay, whatever. And so she and I, but she specifically are big fans of Dolly Parton, right? And like anything Dolly does, I've shared on here with you. I've baked her stuff and planner stickers. And Dolly can make some good stuff, right? I don't care what she puts in a box. I'll buy it and try it at least once, right? Planner stickers. So in the middle of all this conversation, and as I just looked at my watch, she texts me and she's like, Dolly Parton makes wine with the little hands up. Oh my God, look at this. I love it so much. I don't even think, yeah. Okay. And so, oh my God, I'm cracking up. So Dolly makes wine. Of course she does. Why would you not? Oh, love you. Oh, love you. I'm going to put this on yesterday because I had a great talk with my Rue. Let's see. Oh, well, we'll see. Okay. So, yeah, cracking up right now. So she will be trying some Dolly wine apparently. All right, this says love life legacy. So I don't know. To introduce, bring in, and lead in. I think I'll just put these with journal cards. I'm not, it doesn't spark like a specific thing I got them out for or need to. Okay, these are journal cards. I did get them out for like November, Halloween. I guess I'll leave them out until I do a perusal of that journal. But I swear, yeah, they're done. So I would pop these back in journal cards. But for right now, these are, excuse me, these are journal cards. This I'm going to leave with this monthly pile just in case I need them. See this one. This one I'm going to put with next fall's stuff because I want to pull it for my planner for November. And I'm not starting a whole new, this I'll pull because I'm going to start Valentine's, like I keep saying. But, okay, so we'll put these journal cards away. And then, yeah, see, the red one doesn't even fit in my journal card holder. So that's a problem. See this? This is a problem. I don't know where this goes. This we'll put with November for next year. I don't know where this goes. This goes into my boxes. Now, at one point, I think I'm going to get these all out. I have 4 boxes of 4 boxes of vinyl stickers. I obviously don't need them all. I could give some of them away for sure, and I could reorganize them because I have a whole set of this set. And they don't obviously go with the bicycles or the whatever, but for now, at least they're in a vinyl sticker box. Okay. Okay. These are printables, so these can go, let me do this for 1 second. Okay, sorry, I just literally can't reach the drawers with my head plugged in. Okay, this little box, this is my used items for now. And then these were, oh my God, more mental health stickers. I mean, more vinyl stickers. I guess I'll put my used things in this beautiful little owl, maybe on my desk for the month. That's fun. Okay, we'll do that. Here's washi. I need to kind of clean up that section as well. A punch. Okay, I know where punches go. They go down here. And we can put it away. Excuse me. I should have a, those are empty. I feel like this is facing the wrong way, maybe. Not that it matters. Well, it is because I have my smaller numbers in here. I feel like I should have a thing of just the hexagons. How do you guys keep your die cuts? This is really the only way my brain allows this to work. I don't know what this is or why it's, that's not fair. I know what this is, but I don't know why it's in here. I obviously thought maybe I could just reuse the pocket. It's from my old planner, obviously, that I made and punched in. Not too sure why it's in here. Oh, that doesn't go in here. This is, see, a key. All right, so that goes in there. All right. That's exciting. Oh, and some empty pockets in the back as well. All right, so that's that. You guys, I'm so sorry. Here's a meme. My face when I see a running wad. That will just pop into the January. I'm not a runner. And I would like to get better at it, but it's hard. Yeah, I don't know. There's lots of reasons. These are all vinyl stickers. Ah. Oh, here's a meeting sticker. See, it's just on my heart already. I'm just already dreading it. I like that. Oh, I was going to redo my water bottle. This is why. Okay. Yeah, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. I feel like these just need to be, they're actually kind of big for this month's journal. Like if you, but I just really love them. So I think we'll put them in, these, I think we'll put in this month's bucket, and then make today a good day. These we'll put back in, you know where now. Yeah. These we'll put back in a vinyl sticker box. There we go. All right. So we're making progress. This is don't forget to have fun. Things that I have to do but don't want to. I mean, I guess I could put it on today. I don't like that word, but we could indulge ourselves with that. I think that's it. My sticky notes go away. This, I need to find my folder down here. This, I don't know where it's going. This is little tiny journal cards. So those go right here at the end with the small little journal cards. Okay. I'm going to look at my October, November, and December journals to make sure they're done. This does not stay on my desk. It goes over here. Excuse me, tucked in there. This is just a little journal card that was in, I guess I'll put that in my, my bit box, and scissors can go away into the scissor holder. This is just a scrap. I guess I'll put it in my background and scrap pieces right here. And my punch, well, I'm going to leave my punch out because it's new and I want to show you when I journal my page. But that is, Bitbox. I'll never see it again. I don't know what, I don't know. I'm going to spend some time cleaning some space up here. There's some washi and whatnot kind of jumbled, and I'm going to clean that space. But then for the most part, my desk is a clean space. This does not have to be right here in front of me. So if I clean this off, I can, or reorganize it, I can find it. Let me take you down and show you. You guys have kind of seen my desk. This is obviously the top view. And as you come and like sit down, right, here's kind of like what's in front of me. Okay, there's like my iPad. And then, so here's these two things. Now this lamp, I have to figure out kind of a better place to pull it. I pulled it out because back there is my stickle drawer, and that was November's. Oh, November was stickles. So October must have been clusters. Yes, October was clusters. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I had to pull that drawer out lots, right? And those are my scissors. Here's my January capsule we just made. Here's some more stuff kind of sitting on my desk that we need to not have sitting on my desk. But so for the most part, this should be like this. Here's my old months that still need to be addressed. There's my scissors and my drawers. Here's January. Like January would sit right here. So this part right here, I need to clean off and reorganize. Okay. Because some of it is exactly the way I want it. Okay. Like my tapes I reach for all the time. Here's my other tape with my temporary tabs, but all this randomness right here, I need to reorganize, okay? Because we could do things like put this little beauty up here with our used items in it, and use this space better. You can see I've just discarded, like football I use every day right now. My home tape I use a lot. Purple I rarely ever use. It just got re-put up there. There's a September sticker that we need to put in our journal, obviously. So all of this needs to be cleaned up. So maybe I'll spend some time doing that and reorganizing that. That would give me some space for this guy. I could potentially even put these up here and then they'd be off my desk. And maybe that's a better place than way over here in the corner where I literally can't, like, I mean, I can reach it, but it's not convenient and I don't reach for it. I also need to figure out this this guy is supposed to turn. Whoops. But see, oh, well, you don't need my arm and everything. Let's see. This cord is like kind of in the way. This guy is supposed to turn freely. That's how I know if my desk is clean, right? I would love it if this wasn't like, I might put this tripod behind this pen thing, but that's a lot of stuff right here, and then I can't really access. I don't know. This space is not my best space, but it's working. So I'm gonna work on this area, and I'll probably post a picture like to Instagram or something, or to my community tab, and then but my desk my desk is clean. I know it doesn't look clean. This is just a little notebook. This I'm going to put the crayons in to take to work, I think, even though I love this bag, because this normally goes up here with my stuff in it, my glues, my tapes and stuff. This is what normally holds that up there. So we're going to see, maybe I'll reorganize all of that a little bit, but that's kind of my, what's in front of me. And then I think I'm going to add some more washies and stuff to my drawers and kind of reorganize these. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What's your desk look like? This is what mine looks like currently. That's my current shot for you. All right. Thanks for being here, you guys. Have a great day. I hope you're creating. I hope you're doing something today that you enjoy. And I will talk to you soon. I appreciate you all very much. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.